Alright guys, so welcome back to this last part of day one, which is probably going to be the most detailed part. Is we have a foundation. We understand that we need to build a business using social media, all the different intricacies and attraction marketing, action marketing, the niche, the brand, ChatGPT again. I would go deeper into ChatGPT if I was you, and the best way of doing that is literally to just ask it loads of different things. All right, remember, it's not Google where you ask it a sentence or a word or 3 words. You can literally type a book in. Like, you can get the transcript of a YouTube video and then put it into ChatGPT and ask it, give me the top 3 points of this video, and it will. It allows you to learn faster. It allows you to establish things faster, create things. Just treat it like a personal assistant. Okay. Let's go into Facebook and Instagram profile setup. Now, I'm not going to go into YouTube and I'm not going to go into TikTok, because the reality is how you set up your Facebook and your Instagram will determine how you set up the other platforms in terms of profile photos, in terms of bios, messaging, and all that, right? Now, I want you to imagine that your Facebook or your Instagram page is like a landing page, a conversion page. So what's going to happen is people are going to come onto your profile and they're going to make a decision. And the decision, and LinkedIn again is the same, right? And the decision that they have to make is, do I follow this person, yes or no? That's it. That's the only decision. Not, am I going to buy this person's product? Am I going to join this person's team? Forget all that. So that should help you in one aspect, in terms of stop trying to sell with everything that you're doing on social media, because people will say no to following you. People don't want to follow salesmen, right? Unless you're a sales trainer. I help men to get better at sales, then they would, right? But if you're constantly, every photo you post or every story you make or every live that you do is sell, people won't hit the follow button as much, okay? So, people come on, do they hit the follow button, yes or no? If you optimize your profile with what I'm going to show you, the number of people who will hit the follow button will increase. If you don't, it will stay the same. It won't get worse because you're not making any changes. But our goal here is that for every 100 people who land on your profile, how do they do that? They do that by A, you creating content around who you are going to help, and B, people that you have helped tell their friends they should go follow you. Ta-da! Right? We want to rely on that more than the algorithm. But Fraser, how does the algorithm work? Forget the algorithm, schmalgorithm. It changes all the time. Okay? So, if you get 100 people land on your profile, we're aiming for 15 to 20 hit the follow button or the Facebook friend button, let's say, add friend button. Anything more than that is unicorn level and probably won't be scaled. Anything less than that, we need serious and significant work on. Okay? Now, this is one of my fun bits, because I'm going to go into I'm actually going to get my phone on here. Let's let's see. You guys see my phone? Just want to make sure you guys can see my phone on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to go into Instagram first, okay? And I'll go into Facebook after. All right, so I'm going to go into my profile. Now, mine might look a little bit different to yours because I'm on dark mode, so it's against a black screen and not a white screen. It's just good for the eyes, I guess. Now, at the very, very, very top, below where the time that says 9:41, I never know why it says 9:41 when it's plugged into the wall. Mine's plugged into the computer. Anyway, it is. Now below that is my Instagram. Okay, my Instagram. How do I say it? My Instagram handle. Now, for those of you who said it's very, very blurry, I'll do my best to explain it, because I kind of can't zoom in much more unless. Oh no, I don't want to play with it and it get all messed up. Right, it's my Instagram handle. Now, your Instagram handle should be your name, right? Your name, or a keyword that someone would type if you would want them to find you, potentially. Now, I also want you to imagine that when you're in person with people, when you're offline, imagine that your Instagram is now going to be your new business card. Let me explain this for a moment because I feel like it's important. Imagine that you are in a restaurant or a supermarket, right? You go to supermarkets almost every day. I go to the supermarket here in Dubai probably once every 2 days, right? And I always see different people in there. And let's say I'm about to pay for my milk and I get chatting to the cashier, the cat person who's beep, beep. And I might say like, hey, do you love working here? And they're like, no. Hey, would you ever be interested in making extra income online or making an income online? And they're like, oh. For those who say yes, all you do is what's your Instagram whilst they're scanning, beep, beep, beep. What's your Instagram? And they give your name. They give you their name. And it's Sheila Smith 24. Is that you? Yeah, okay. You follow them, you send them a message, you take a selfie, hey, this is me, and you message them. That's now a connection. If I just give them my business card, you've lost. Because they look at the business card, they go, whatever. How many of you guys have been given business cards and then you just kind of put them on the side? So how can you use offline and online in the real world, right? Maybe you're at a restaurant and you've got this amazing waiter. Hey, you've been the best waiter I've had this month. I've eaten out in like 5-6 different restaurants. You have absolutely smashed it. What, do you have Instagram? Yes, my name is Gianluca Luigi, right? Gianluca Luigi.24, right? And I go, oh, nice, is this you? Yeah, it is, cool. Let's take a selfie, hey, follow, great. I'll connect with you another time, right? That's it. That's how we can connect. Anyway, imagine that your Instagram handle, which is at the very top, says Sexy Scouser 69. Let's not do that. Just because it might have been your Hotmail, it might have been your Hotmail account when you first signed up. Let's just agree that you're not going to do that. Right? Also, I wouldn't put _Fraser.3.__34 Brooks _. So, yeah, let's not use our high school email address. Exactly that. So just try and put your first name, or your first name, second name, and maybe a number. So when people search for your name, you come up. Okay, you might not need to make changes there, but I have to address it. The second thing is your profile photo. Now your profile photo, you can use an app called Photo Room. It's free. Whoops. Photo Room. It's a free app on the phone where you can add any photo you want and it will remove the background and put like a block color. In fact, some of you guys who are on the Zoom right now, you see Steve Smith, his photo, that's using Photo Room. You want a photo from like above nipples, let's just say, right? Because if the photo is like no one can see you, it's like, what's going on? And if the photo is like, maybe I wasn't too close actually, but you want kind of like just above nipples and above. It feels weird saying this. Just above nipples and above. And then, Photo Room. Lisa's using Photo Room. Linda's using Photo Room. So again, use Photo Room, free app, get a photo of you on your own. If you're a woman, photo on your own. If you're a guy, sometimes you might find it easier to, if you want to speak to men and women or couples, have a photo with you and your wife. Women get away with it. They can have a photo on their own. But men, if you're going to speak to other women, other couples, have a photo of both the same. If you're just going to speak to men, just have a photo of you on your own. Okay? So there you go. Use Photo Room. It massively helps. Now, underneath that, you will then see my name again. This is your Instagram name. The top one is your Instagram handle. then the name is your Instagram, like the one underneath your photo, your profile photo is your Instagram name. Now, I don't have it on mine, but I would highly recommend putting the keyword again. And when I say keyword, I want you to think about, and again, you can use ChatGPT, right? Who do you want to help and what do you want to help them with? Let's say you want to help people lose weight, let's just say. Then you're going to want to say Fraser Brooks, weight loss specialist. Weight loss guru. Want to lose weight? Now you're only going to have a certain amount of characters, but again, if someone goes onto the search button, which you can see at the bottom, right, of my screen, if someone clicks on the search button and types in weight loss, you have the possibility of showing up for that person. And in time, when you keep talking about weight loss, you keep talking about the people you want to help and the people you have helped, bang, guess what's going to happen? You are going to start showing up in the Explore feed because you've made it easy for Instagram to identify who you help and what you help them with. It's very, very simple how the algorithm works. Is if you make it very simple for them to identify who you help and how you help them or what you help them with, they'll be able to put the right people in front of you. That's why, as you can see at the top, there's 241,000 followers on my second platform because I think I would use Facebook a little bit more than Instagram. I just always has. I always have done. All right. Now, after that, ignore the one underneath my name because that's like the Threads account. I wouldn't even bother with Instagram Threads at this moment. And then after that is the bio. The bio is where the bio is where you're going to need to spend the majority of time. Because it's very, very, very important. Because when people come onto your profile because someone tells them to, or they see a piece of content in the Explore feed, or a piece of content got shared to them, they come on your profile, they are looking at the bio to see what it is that you do. But they don't care what you do for you, they care what you do for them. You ask yourself subconsciously, can this person help me? Will this person bring me value? Will this person be worth me following? Yes or no? And when you read your bio, and we'll go through some of the bios in the VIP session, when you read your bio, would you want to follow you? Yes or no? That's the question I've got for you. So the first line, right, important. The first line is, I help who to what? If we're talking about it all the time on ChatGPT and we're talking about it on the other different parts of the video as well, why aren't we talking about it here? I wouldn't put here, girl dad and husband, because people are going to go, that doesn't help me. I don't care. So, the first line is I help, like the who to what. That's why it's so important. The second and optional third line is credibility. It's credibility. Now, how many customers have you served? 3, 5, 10, 20, 30? So you could put served 4 customers. You could put served 10 customers. If it's like a really low number, I wouldn't mention it too much. But what's the credibility that you can share? 15 years experience, 12 years experience. If you don't have any credibility, then ask ChatGPT, tell your story, and it will find some. So on mine, I've got spoken in 40 countries, because not many people have been able to do that, and then 295,000 customers served. I'm showing you my example on this training, right? And then the last line, so we've got top line is who you help, second and optional third is some credibility, and the fourth line is then a call to action. So mine says, discover how to use social media to grow, and then the link takes them to Social Selling Secrets. But I change it a lot. Discover how I can help you. And then it'll take them to fraserbrooks.com/IC, where they can learn more about the inner circle. Yours could be discover, and this is a really good way if I was you, and we'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, but imagine that you say, discover or learn how I can help you right now. And the link there that you see that says fraserbrooks.com/secrets, imagine that that is a link to one of your reels. So imagine that this reel, you come on here, you click the paper airplane, and you click copy link on the bottom left. And then that's what you put in your link here. So I'm going to go edit profile. And this is where you can see my Instagram name, Fraser Brooks, my username, which is also my handle, okay, and then my bio. That's my bio. That's where you change the bio. And then the links you can see here, I can add links if I want, and I can title it. So if I wanted to, I could put the link to the reel, which is a disgusting link, and I could be like, watch now. And when I press done, I'm not going to, when I press done, it will have the link, or it'll have a link icon with watch now. If people click that link, they will go to the reel that I've just told them to go to. And I could do a reel if I wanted about like, hey, if you're watching this video, it's because you are a woman who wants to lose weight fast. My name's Fraser Brooks, and I help women all over the world be able to lose weight. In fact, to date, I've been able to help 17 women just in the last 60 days, and I would love to help you next. So if you would like to see and have a private conversation on how I could help you, I'd have some questions to see where you're at and where you want to go. Message me, woman, in the comments, and I'll message you in the next like 24 hours. Now you've got a funnel. Now you've got a funnel. Now you've got a system to get people onto your profile and go, he can help me or she can help me. Okay, let me see this reel. If it's good, guess what they're going to do? They're going to follow you. If it's bad, they'll maybe think twice. Okay, show threads badge. I'll remove that. There we go. The threads badge is not there now. Okay, that is what I would focus heavily on when it comes to setting up your Instagram. Right? Your handle, your username, your profile photo, your name, your bio, and the link. Potentially tomorrow I'll talk to you more about your channel, your broadcast channel, which is this, which is really cool. Potentially we'll talk about that. When it comes to highlights, I wouldn't even bother. The number of people who view the highlights is so low that it's not even worth the time thinking about it. You might as well create feed content. You've got then feed content here. You can see the top ones in the top right hand corner of the red box. It has a little pin. You're allowed 3 pinned posts. Okay? So if there's important things you want to share about, if you want to talk about more about your story, the decision that you made, whatever that is, testimonials, results that you've had, you might want to pin them at the top. But again, doesn't really matter. Your goal, guys, your goal is to guide people to one place. Because if they have multiple decisions to make, they won't make any. To a degree. I was going to say, women, imagine you go to a shop and you're presented with 7 dresses. Some of you guys are like, ooh, 7. And some of you are like, oh, no. And then your brain's like, how do I whittle them down to 3? And then how do I buy them all to take home to my husband and say, which one did you like the most? With him thinking that I'm only going to buy 1, but really I'm going to buy all 3. I've already bought all 3. I'm not taking them back. Whoops. I took the label out. Sorry. Right? So that's Instagram. And again, it is quite straightforward. And if you need help, go onto ChatGPT. You maybe have heard of that. And then just tell it like, hey, this is who I help. This is my credibility. This is where I want to lead people to. Like, create an Instagram bio that's easily readable that will get people to follow me. Okay? And ChatGPT will help you out. If you don't like it, ask them to modify it. So when it comes to the link, because a lot of people are asking about the questions of the link, You need to be in control of one place. So if it's a link tree or a milkshake or a, I don't know, whatever they're all called these days, and you click on it and it takes you to 17 different places, guess what people do? They don't click the link. They go, oh wow, there's a lot of information here. Bye, see you later. But if you take them to a reel or a live or a post that you have created that explains how you can help them, you will get more of the right followers and less of the wrong ones. It's not about the number of followers you have, it's about the quality of the followers that you get and how many conversations you will have with them. Tomorrow, or maybe the next day, we'll talk more about how do you actually turn those strangers, those new followers, into conversations. Can you now start to see how you can then gain more followers? Some of you are probably thinking, that's why I haven't gained followers. Because you're not talking to a certain group of people and you're not making it easy for those people to go, I want to follow this dude. And by the way, the majority of people haven't even watched your content before they've hit the follow button because the bio does the work for you. Okay? So, that's Instagram. Now let's go into Facebook. 1 second, please. Let's go into Facebook here. I'm going to just share that like this. Okay, let's go into Facebook. Facebook is a little bit different, and actually it's, in my opinion, a bit more complicated because you'll see now, because of this bit. So your Facebook profile, I'm not going to talk about a Facebook page because you should all really, if you're network marketers, you should all really be focusing on a Facebook profile. Why? A Facebook profile allows you to message people, it allows you to add friends, and it just allows you a better reach from an organic perspective. It does not allow you to create ads, but the way ads are running at the moment, they are so expensive that it will cost you probably more money to generate a lead than you would ever make from the lead that you generate. Just a little side point there, okay? So here we go. We've got a few things. We've got the cover photo, the profile photo. The name has to be the name because it has to be kind of verified. That's the difference with Facebook and Instagram. Like, this has to be your name. This can't be Sexy Scouser 69, right? And then you've got an intro and your bio, right? It's a little bit more formal than Instagram. So this is a cover photo. Now, the cover photo should tell the people who are landing on your profile right away how you can benefit them. So a photo with you and your cat is not doing the job. A photo with you and your family, unless your audience are family members and you're helping families get healthier, get happier, travel the world more, then it's not going to be good. Unless, obviously, it makes sense. So mine, what I did is I went onto Canva, canva.com, right? I'll show it on here. Canva.com. A lot of you guys already use it, but again, this is the basics of social media that I want you to understand. And when you log in, you can go on to templates. So let's see if I can go to start. Come on. Ta-da! You can find templates, and it will find a Facebook profile cover photo template, which will have the right dimensions, and then you can add photo. Come on. You can add photos. You can add text. Here we go. Let's go here. Facebook cover photo. There we are. That's my ones. Canva templates. Okay? Look at these. Look at this one, right? So I can go on here. I can click on the one that I like, customize this template. It will open it up. I can change the photo. So I can click on this and I can change the photo. Right? I can remove the photo. I can add different photos on here. So I can put my photo on it because this is obviously not a photo of me. I could change the name here. Your trusted partner in real estate, your trusted friend in network marketing. I'm just putting this for an example. Whoops. Right? Contact me today or message me for more help. And I wouldn't even put the website. I would just delete these because you can do that if you want. Whoops. Delete, 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 delete. And there we are. I can then save this. Let me press share. I can download it. And then that's it. That's it. I've got my cover photo. Okay, that's it. I've got my cover photo. Happy days. Okay. So, again, mine says Fraser's mission is to raise the professionalism of network marketing done online to unite the industry and make it sexy again. Surprise, surprise! I'm repeating myself. Why? Because what gets repeated gets remembered, and what gets remembered gets repeated. I put some credibility. International speaker, best-selling author, #1 social media trainer. Now, again, guys, I am, let's say, this sounds weird saying this about myself, I'm at the pinnacle, right? I'm at the top of this game. So I don't want you to go, oh, I can't say those 3 things. There will be 1, 2, or 3 things that you can say that I'll never be able to say, right? Because our focus is different. You might not be on a mission to raise the professionalism of network marketing done online to unite the industry and make it sexy again. You might be on a mission to raise the consciousness or the awareness of blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, you'll notice this profile photo is the exact same profile photo that I use on Instagram. Very important that you do that. And I would highly, highly recommend, the men it's easier, but find a photo, pick a photo, and keep it for as long as you can. The reason why it's easier for men is we tend to change our appearance in a very limited number of times compared to women. Women change their hairstyle, they color it, they're just more fashionable than men are, usually, right? So if you have a massive change and you go from having red hair to white hair, then maybe you want to update the profile so everyone can keep updated on what you actually look like, okay? The intro, again, this is like your bio. It's like your bio. Mine, I'm testing different bios at the moment because I constantly test things. So this one is different to the one I have on Instagram because you have less characters. But again, it's network marketing coach and speaker. So network marketers tend to follow me. Anti-network marketers do not follow me. It's great. And then call to action. Discover how I can help you grow. FraserBrooks.com/IC for Inner Circle. And then I've got the things about me. So I'm an owner and founder at Fraser Brooks, which I've just created as my own company. You guys can do the same thing. You want to use things like owner, founder, CEO. Those 3 words have a very high status attached to them. Okay? I put where I'm from. Why? Because it makes me more searchable and findable. The algorithm likes it. And then I put the links to my different social media. Outside of that, it's content creation, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. So it's not difficult, but you've got to set it up once. It's just a bit like, do I have to? Yes. And again, the Facebook one's a little bit more, let's say, difficult to do because you got the cover photo. But again, I don't want to be like super technical with this, but I also want you to know exactly what to do. So profile photo and bio are the most important things for you to get done. And I want you to get them done almost immediately before we start the session on day 2. And if you're watching on the recordings and the replay, don't start day 2 until you've optimized your bio, right? Like, go ahead and do it. Screenshot what it looks like now, make some changes, and screenshot once you've done the changes, and you will look better, you'll look more professional, and your stats, or like the number of people who are following you, will grow unless you're not getting eyeballs on your profile, which we'll be fixing tomorrow anyway. All right? So, I hope, let's do that like that. So, that's, again, how we set up our profile, and I hope you got value in that. And that is also the end of day 1, so I can't wait to see you on day 2.